and even the possibility of some roof damage. And we got a new tornado warning, So let's see and since we don't have any radar data, I'm just going to have to back it up. So it's near the Benton area. What are we seeing down there? What are they saying on it again?
We're looking at southern Pulaski County, central Alexander, northern central Mississippi County. Looks like a tornado for radar indicated rotation. It's moving east about 55 miles per hour. And this warning is, we're seeing it's radar indicated. So
it's kind of close to the Benton area, I'm
it's near Olive Branch and Horseshoe Lake.
Yeah, I see it. I just got a radar update here. I see right where this was at 428. So this is pretty, let me zoom into this because this looks a lot more suspicious than what we've got in Cape Girardeau County right now. We know we've got strong gusty winds in Cape Girardeau County, but we've got a possible tornado just east of Benton right now on radar at least. And again, this is getting kind of tough to maneuver with the phone in one hand. And let me see, I see Blodgett. So Benton, I'm not sure why it's not showing up. So it should be right near where Lambert is. This is where the tornado is. It's just south of State Highway E and just west of State Highway N, probably crossing in right now. So you definitely need to be in your safe spot. Olive Branch, you need to be in your safe spot. This is a very tight circulation. We've got winds going towards the radar at 90 miles per hour, winds going away from the radar at 30. So this is one of the strongest signals I've seen tonight of a possible tornado. Let me show you where it is, even though we can't show it to you on radar because we're not getting the data, but I can show it to you by drawing it. And that's right where the rotation is. How fast is this moving again? 50 to the east?
It is moving 55 miles per hour east.
55 miles to the east. So we're going to pan out a little bit, and we're going to put a storm track on that because we want to put it right from where that rotation is. Again, it's just to the east of Interstate 55 now, and it's moving off to the east at 50 to 55 miles per hour. We're going to put the storm track right ahead of where it's showing on radar, just to give you a few more minutes, and put it off to the east here. And again, this is why this is so narrow, is because I'm just doing the actual rotation. It's a tight rotation that I see. So you can see Miller City at 439, Mounds at 450, Oscar at 501, Metropolis at 520 if it holds together. Again, this is a tornado warning, and this tornado warning is for Scott County, southern Alexander County, southern Pulaski County, and the extreme northern parts of Mississippi County, as we're tracking a line of very strong storms with very strong gusty winds. And they just trimmed back the tornado warning for the Cape Girardeau area, but there is still a pretty good kink in that line just to the north of McClure. It just crossed Highway 3. It just crossed Highway 3. Again, the reason we're not able to show it to you, this is the line right here. This is the tornado that, you see that little blip right there, that was where the tornado was. That tornado right now is located right there where my finger is. The other tornado is located, it's getting close to the Mississippi River based on that speed that it's going. So we've gone 5 minutes from this update. So it's going to be getting really close to the Mississippi River. I'm going to try to zoom into the other tornado, the new tornado warning, and let's see if we get any roads. I'm not sure how populated this area is in Scott County, but it's State Highway E. It's near Commerce. This is going to go just south of Commerce, the rotation is, and it may go through the southern part of Commerce. If I'm not mistaken, I think that's where the train bridge goes, right across the river right here. And you can see here's Commerce. So if you're in Commerce, you need to be seeking shelter right now. You need to put as many walls between you and the outside as possible. Get in your basement if you have a basement. Again, if you don't have a basement, we find that center interior room on the lowest level of your home. And sometimes that's not a bathroom. Sometimes that's a closet, because sometimes the bathroom is on the outside wall to get that window. You're safer to be in that bedroom closet that's surrounded on all four sides by interior walls. So again, I continue to track this, and I get updates on my phone about every 6 minutes with this data. So that tells me that the tornado is going to be located in this general area right there. We've got the possible tornado that is right near the Commerce area. You can see it's going to be crossing the river. It's going to be going in towards Fayetteville Road, and this is going to be going towards the Olive Branch area. So in Olive Branch, you need to be seeking shelter as well. Need to be in your basement if you have one. If you don't have the basement, like I said, the interior lowest level of your home, get in that interior room. Now, in other areas, you can see we just got a new severe thunderstorm warning, and that is because we have an extensive area of very strong gusty winds, very strong winds, with winds up to 60 to 70 miles per hour. Are they saying up to 70 with this warning?
Yeah, we're getting 70-mile-per-hour wind gusts with this whole
I would think
right
70, especially with the airport getting those winds gusting over 65 miles per hour, 64 miles per hour.
We have a reported 66-mile-per-hour wind gust, yes.
Where was that?
At the airport.
In Cape?
Yes.
So first it gusted to 64, then went to 66. So we have some very, very strong winds that we're watching as well. And I should be getting a new update here very, very shortly because I want to know where that new, where the tornado that was near Benton in Missouri is. So I'm going to draw a line again of where this gust front is, of where the leading edge of the very strong gusty winds. It is now in eastern Jackson County, and it comes down just like this through parts of Union and Pulaski and Alexander counties. And it kind of goes just like this. So that's where the leading edge of the strong gusty winds, that tornadic circulation is just behind the line right here in extreme eastern Scott County. And these strong winds are headed off to the east at about 50 to 55 miles per hour. We'll do another line track with this gust front. And then we'll take it off. We'll go an hour ahead. And so this takes us to about 5:30 in the morning. And you can see some of the activity. You can see some of the areas that'll be impacted. Paducah by 5:26, Crab Orchard by 5:08, and Carbondale as early as 5:40. So again, we've got tornado warnings out for Union County and Alexander County. We've got tornado warnings out for Pulaski County, southern Alexander County, and eastern Scott County, and the extreme northern parts of Mississippi County, that little blip around the Mississippi River there. And let's see if I do have a new update. And the rotation is basically right in the community of Commerce right now. Have we gotten any ground truth to anything from these yet? Any damage reports? I know we've got some wind gust reports.
We haven't gotten any damage reports, just wind gust reports at the moment, although we have heard that over on Lexington and Cape Girardeau, winds have calmed down considerably, and they are now out of the area.
Okay, near Lexington. So
yeah.
So do they have some gusty winds there? And it's a lot better?
We got some reports of some lights flickering because as soon as those winds went through,
right.
But things are a lot calmer now.
Okay, so the rotation. Let's see if we can get this to pop up again right where it is. Again, we can't show it to you on radar, unfortunately, but the rotation is located right here, the latest update. And it's crossing the river as we speak. So we've got a possible tornado, and this is in eastern Mississippi County. Now, the rotational couplet that we had that was really, really strong is much weaker now. Much weaker, so that's definitely good. And as a matter of fact, I just got another update. It's weird how sometimes these are updating so fast. It has now crossed the river, and it is moving into the Olive Branch area right now. So here's where the possible tornado is. What's that, on Fayetteville Road between Commerce and Olive Branch is where we see that possible tornado on radar right now. I'm going to pan things out here for just a second. I'm going to have to step away for just a second. I got to take a swig of water. My voice is about to go. Brian or Madeline, if you guys have any updates while I do this, that'd be fantastic. Just keep everybody up. I know we can't show the radar, unfortunately.
Well, yeah, it looks like we are still tracking those storms. Right now, it's really hard to see with all the data not being able to be communicated to us properly. Looks like right now, when we take a look at our phones, does look like those storms are heading to the Mississippi River. We are still seeing that circulation, but as of right now, not getting much in terms of new data. We do have those really strong winds. So if you are in the line of those storms, make sure you are getting into your safe place. Make sure you're getting into your basement, interior rooms, because these can cause a lot of damage. So make sure you're taking extra precautions as these storms continue to roll through the area. We are still looking for those updates as we're getting through, not getting much in terms of those updates just because of the communication error. But we are seeing that we're getting a lot of really strong wind gusts. We got some reports about 66-mile-per-hour wind gusts over at the Cape Girardeau Airport earlier this evening. But yeah, we're going to still give you guys updates as we get closer. Grant, have you gotten any updates on your end yet?
Well, I was just going to kind of go down the line, and as they'll put a little water on my throat. So kind of give you an idea of where the strong line. I want to give you some readouts of how strong some of these winds are right now, at least on radar. Radar, we've got about 62-mile-per-hour winds going through the Carbondale area right now. Anna, I'm looking at 66-mile-per-hour winds. And again, this is where the radar beam's hitting the storm. So it may not be quite that strong at the ground, but we did have winds that strong pretty much at the ground at the airport and Cape. As we follow this line down, those strong winds are about to move into Dongola. That's 60-mile-per-hour winds moving into Dongola. Tams, we've got 58 to 60-mile-per-hour winds moving in there as we speak. And again, that possible tornado is it is now on the north side of just to the northeast of Olive Branch, and it's going to go south, just south of Tams. I'm going to zoom in and show you where.
Yeah, the Weather Service was updated, said the circulation's very close to Tams now, so that's correct.
Yeah, it's just south of Tams. Let's kind of zoom into this area, and I can kind of show you exactly where it is. If we could get, well, Tams is not popping up on here. I thought it would.
Well, Grant, we discussed some updates. We are seeing lots of power outages across southeast Missouri, and it does look like we are seeing some issues over in, was it Tams that you said, Megan?
Right.
Yeah, in parts in Union County as well. We're getting some reports of some damage.
Yeah, we've got lots. I mean, there's just a wall of wind, 60 to 70 mile per hour moving through the area. That's going to cause a lot of power outages. Right here is where the tornado is, the possible tornado, if it's causing any damage, if it's on the ground. I'm seeing it right near Sandusky. So that is right where that circulation is going to be crossing Highway 27 just south of Tams. I mean, about 5 miles south of Tams is where we're going to be seeing that circulation go. Again, that is a radar-indicated tornado, but it is pretty tight on level 3 data, so I would be concerned that we do have something on the ground that could be causing some damage. We can't test for debris or anything like that. The level 3 doesn't do that. And you may be asking yourself, well, why doesn't this system have level 3? Why doesn't my weather app have data level 3? Level 3 is really, really old. Level 2 is the new stuff. Level 2 is the good stuff. That's what everybody converted to. And I guess I'm just lucky enough that Radar Scope still has level 3. Yes?
Quick update, the tornado warning over in Alexander County, Cape Girardeau County, and Union County has been expired. It isn't updating on radar just yet, but it has been expired.
Okay, so they're expiring it, which means that it goes out until, they didn't cancel it, they expired it, but they should, the storm I could see has moved east of that anyway. It goes until 4:40, well, another minute it should drop. Yeah, I look at the storm is well east of that polygon, and the gusty winds, I just got an update on the velocity. Let's say we've got east of Tam, some very strong winds. Dongola, the winds are, at least on radar, are 52 mile per hour winds. And east of Cobden, moving towards Goreville, I already have it on pan, 64 to 65 mile per hour winds. As we head up towards the Carterville and Carbondale area, we're seeing 45 to 55 mile per hour winds on radar. So it looks like the further north you get, the lighter the winds are, at least on radar. The bulk of the heaviest and strongest winds are near Dongola, moving towards Elvira, Tams, and with this possible tornado in Alexander now crossing into Pulaski County, although with the latest, well, no, it's still there. It's a little weaker. It is south of Pulaski now, the town of Pulaski. Let me zoom in and I can show you exactly where this radar indicated tornado is. And again, if you're just tuning in and wondering, what are we doing? We're covering tornado warnings, severe thunderstorm warnings, and why do we not have radar data up? Well, it's because there's a nationwide outage. All the weather apps, all the TV stations, you're not getting anything right now. The Weather Service is still getting their signal, their weather information, because they run it. So they see it there, then they send it out, and there's a problem with the communication lines right now. I'm sure somebody's going to have a really rough day today when they try to figure out what actually happened. So the rotation is right over Sandusky Road and Lackey Road, just to the south of Pulaski. This is where I'm seeing the rotation right now. Well, that was 5 minutes ago, so the rotation is going to be a little farther east. It's going to be getting awfully close to Pulaski Road and Interstate 57. So that's where you need to be seeking shelter. We need to be in our safe spot. Again, that's we put as many walls between us and the outside by finding a basement if we have a basement. If we don't have a basement, we find that center interior room to put as many walls between us and the outside as we possibly can. So what I'm going to do real quick is, because I haven't done this in a bit, I want to zoom way out. I want to see all the warnings, see what's going on. Again, we're not going to have any radar data, but the warnings continue to get extended, and we've got numerous severe thunderstorm warnings. We have a new severe thunderstorm warning out for central Mississippi County, Carlisle County, and southern Ballard County. We have severe thunderstorm warnings out for Ballard County, Massac County, McCracken County, Pope County, Johnson County, Franklin County, Saline County. We got a lot of warnings out there. So you can just see this line of storms is producing this strong damaging winds. And looking for more tornadoes, all I see is that one kink that is causing that possible tornado warning. And again, we haven't had any ground truth to it. I'm not sure. Let me see how long this warning goes until.
5:30 a.m.
Wow.
Oh,
No,
the severe
5.
Five.
5. So
The thunderstorm warning's going to be 5:30. I'm sorry.
So 13 more minutes on this tornado warning. So that gives everybody an idea, gives Brian an idea. Crystal Britt, she gets the idea. Folks in the booth. So by 5 o'clock, we're going to try to get things back on our normal schedule and let Brian update you on the severe storms as they move through the area. It's just kind of tough with the tornado warnings because I'm the one that has the data in my hand, so I'm going to be here right now to get you through this. We got to get everybody safe with this event. Again, normally we would be seeing the storms on radar, but as you can see, the radar is blank. But I can tell you right now where the strong winds are. They go from West Frankfort down towards Heron, about to move into Marion. They go down towards Cobden. They're east of Anna, but Anna's getting some strong winds now. Dongola. The strongest winds are located just north of Dongola at 70 miles per hour on radar. And then we've got some more. Yes, ma'am.
The warning has been expired for that tornado.
Okay, so the warning has been expired. So
Canceled, I should say.
that's right. So we have no more tornado warnings right now. So with that said, I think we can start to get, Brian, I don't know, or you guys can talk to me in the booth if you want to throw to a break so we can catch our breath. I'm not sure how you want to handle this. We'll go to break. So, okay, for right now, we're going to take a brief break. We're going to catch our breath, get things ready for the breakfast show, and then we will do periodic updates on these storms as they move through. And if we get any more tornado warnings, of course, then we will take over the entire show. But for right now, we're going to toss things to a break, and we'll be right back.
At TJ Maxx, you can afford to turn.
It's trying to come back. Hey, Brian Allworth alongside Madeline Parker and Grant Dade in the First Alert Weather Center. We were going to take a break and let the breakfast show start, but right when we were trying to do that, a new tornado warning popped up And this is where it is. Now, again, if you've been following us all morning, it's been a meteorological nightmare for people all across the middle of the country, weather people especially, because we've had these massive data outages, and so we have not been able to show the radar. Looks like it's popping back up a little bit here, but what I'm going to do is, well, we now have a tornado confirmed. I'm going to let Grant hop back in because he's got a radar scope, but it looks like we have a confirmed tornado now in southern Illinois. The warning is for parts of, let me see. In fact, I can even zoom in here.
Yeah, we've got a confirmed tornado. It's near Creel Springs. I can see it on, for some reason, we are getting,
We have some data for now.
we have some
anyway.
data. Are you, you're on max 2?
I'm on max 2.
Okay, so if they could put max 1 at the wall for me,
let's go back to max 1, and Grant's going to
and
come
then
out
I'll
and do-
kind of come in because I can kind of show you exactly where all this is.
Must be right in here somewhere, moving to the east. So we have, the purple means it's a confirmed tornado on the ground, and let's go to max 2 or max 1.
Yeah,
Excuse me.
we'll go to max 1
right.
and we can,
I'll let you do that, and I'll go back over here.
There we go. Thanks a lot, folks. Again, we've got a confirmed tornado now on the ground. We'll kind of zoom into this area right here. Now, with that said, we've got data for now, but remember, we've been getting it back and forth, and every once in a while, we lose it again. So we're going to continue to be watching this closely. Let's take a look at the winds inside here. And again, the winds on this are very, very noisy, and that is because we have just recently received the data that is updated. So we're not getting as clear as I would like for it to see, but we're going to continue to see this. Again, we've got a tornado that is on the ground, and I think it was confirmed by radar when I looked at the radar.
Yeah, it was radar confirmed tornado approaching Creel Springs.
Yeah, Creel Springs, that's where I saw it as well. I want to see if I can see the debris signature on here. I don't see the debris signature right this second, but as I'm looking at it, it is headed towards Creel Springs, and we got to assume that they're seeing it on their radar, because when I was looking at it on our GR system, it looked like I could see it. You got it?
We might have radar back.
Well, I've got some radar right here as well,
Yeah.
but what do you have? Well, no, it's just kind of disappearing right there.
So it looks like we're getting at least updated information at the moment. So we are seeing it pop up both on radar scope and GR. So it's popping up, latest scan.
What's your latest scan time?
It is 52.
52. Okay, so yeah, that's updated. This is where we're seeing that possible tornado right in here. I'm thinking that this itself is still a little old, unfortunately, what I'm seeing right here. I want to back things up. I'm not sure if I'm seeing it from Paducah. No, I am seeing it from Paducah. I wanted to see if we could get it to kind of come off the Evansville, see if we have Evansville as well. And we do. Evansville is newer. That's what I was wanting to see. So there's our possible tornado. Well, I shouldn't say possible. It is a confirmed tornado. Radar confirmed the tornado with a debris signature. It was headed towards Creel Springs. And so this is where it is headed. It is going, it's moving off to the east at about 50 miles per hour. Is that correct?
Let's see. It is moving at 45 miles per hour.
45 miles per hour.
About 50.
So Market Road, Highway 166, Creel Springs, we've got Stone Fort, Ozark, all these areas you need to be seeking shelter. We need to put as many walls between you and the outside as possible. Hopefully you've got a basement. That's where we need to go. We need to go to the basement to get it updated.
It's behind you. That's the, I think we're looking at this right here. Right in here. I think this is maybe a rotating storm right there, east of Stone Fort. Just judging
They
by-
just said it, Storm folk?
That's just my guess, looking at it on radar.
Well, when I look at the velocity, no, it's the storm that, this is that little kink right here, according to the velocity. This is a little cell that Brian's talking about. We got 2 cells that we will need to watch ourselves with, but there's no strong rotation that we're seeing on those just this second. But I am seeing a pretty strong rotation right near Creel Springs as we speak. as we speak. But the data appears to be a couple of minutes old again, so we're going to have to switch over here to some other older data that I can get here. I'm going to be also looking with the Weather Service. Radar confirmed tornado that was approaching Creel Springs. Now that was about 5 minutes ago, so it's going to be in Creel Springs right now, more than likely. And again, this radar image is 5 minutes old. So I want you to take all this activity that you see here, and we're going to push it a little farther to the east. These cells right here are little mini supercells that are developing out ahead of the main line and will likely produce some hail. And this one has a little kink to it that Brian was talking about. That too could become a concern, because again, the weather is, the winds in the atmosphere are really spinning rapidly right here. So we're seeing a tornado that is moving through the Creel Springs area. We have a couple of cells out ahead of the main line that we're watching as well. And as we take a look at the winds, again, the winds are still not getting back to us correctly. So we're still having a communication issue on the winds, but at least we have decent looking at the tornadoes and the storms themselves. And I don't know if they can hear me in the booth, but I've got extremely bad feedback. So I can't put the IFB in right now. I'm not sure what's happening with that. So let's pan things out, get everybody caught up to date. Again, we've got we get the data from the radar, and it's exciting for just a minute, and now we're at least 6 minutes old, if not 7 minutes old, but we've got a line of severe storms moving through the area east of Mount Vernon, down to Marion, down towards Pulaski County, and moving into Carlisle County. It's going to the Cairo area right now. Again, a wide swath of 50 to 70 mile per hour winds can be expected along this line. And then we had a confirmed tornado, at least radar indicated, we had a debris signature, and so the National Weather Service spit out that warning. Now I'm going to go back to what I was doing earlier with the level 3 data to see if I can have a good update. And yes, I do. So I can track this here and show you right where it is. So the rotation has weakened significantly. So I think this may have been just a quick spin up that we had. The couplet is now east of Creel Springs, and it's south of Carrier Mills. We got a new tornado warning that has just been issued as well, and this is for the area north of Paducah. So, and yes, I can see that little kink. It's near La Center. It's just to the north of La Center. So we're going to zoom into this area with the new tornado warning that was just issued. And again, this is right...
It's about 7 miles south of Vienna. It's moving east about 45 miles per hour.
Right. I'm trying to... Yeah, Vienna, there we go.
They're talking about Karnak.
Yeah, Karnak is right where that kink is. It's between La Center and Vienna. It's right over Karnak. Let me see, where is... Going to zoom in. It's a lot easier when we have updated radar, folks. And so, again, we've got a possible, this is a radar indicated, there's Karnak. Okay, so this is fair, this may have been an updated image here. But this is where our possible tornado is. Right now, it's along Highway 169. Highway 169, let's see if we've got any velocity data that we can use. And it's still kind of noisy, but it's showing a little bit of something of interest right there. But you see, it's just too noisy. We've got a lot of purple out here. We're not getting good data coming in from our velocity. Yes, ma'am.
We've got another tornado warning that's located near La Center, and it's moving east about 50 miles per hour.
I was about to say, I saw another kink over La Center as well. So let's pan out. So, folks, we've got a lot of tornado warnings coming in. So a busy, busy morning shaping up for us as we have that next line near La Center. Let's back out so we can just see all of them, folks. so we can kind of get everything. So this is the rotation. It's near Oscar Road, Highway 473. This is going to be headed towards the Joppa area. So all these areas, you definitely want to be seeking shelter. This is going to be headed towards the northern end of Paducah, crossing the Ohio River. That storm is headed towards Metropolis. So we have a tornado that's near La Center. It's headed towards Metropolis. If you're in northern Ballard County, northern McCracken County, and southern Massac County, you need to be seeking shelter right now. If you're in northern Massac County, southern Johnson County, and Pope County, you need to be seeking shelter right now. That's the tornado that we have that is near Karnak and south of Vienna. And then the other tornado warning that we have was near Krill Springs, and that is now near Carrier Mills. So this is where that tornado is, that possible tornado. It was on the ground earlier, radar indicated, but right now it looks as though to me that things have weakened just a bit. And we still have old data on the GR as well.
Yeah, it's still at 52.
Okay, folks, so again, we are continuing to deal with that communications problem. Again, that's nationwide. It's every TV station, it's every weather app, except for the old weather apps that still have level 3 data on them. But you can see we've got numerous tornado warnings now and severe thunderstorm warnings with this line as it moves through. The good news is moving at about 50 miles per hour. So let's go ahead and we're going to track this. I didn't mean to hit that. We're going to track this with it moving at 50 miles per hour to see how much longer we have to deal with this. For our folks in southeastern Illinois and western Kentucky, how much longer are you under the gun? We're going to let you know right now. Let's kind of draw that line. I'm going to draw it a little farther east because we all know that the radar data is a little old. And we're going to come off and we're going to get it out of our area. So we have an hour and a half until it's east of Princeton. So we got an hour and a half until this line's east of Princeton. That's 6:30. So hopefully things will improve a little bit before then. But again, we've got numerous tornado warnings right now, and I'm chatting with the National Weather Service. I've got Madeline and Brian both chatting with the National Weather Service, and we're doing the best we can getting with the data, with the lack of, again, this is very, very old. This is now going on about 15, 20 minutes old. You got anything new? You were looking at me like you may have had something.
Oh, well, we just are reiterating, got old data, but we are still tracking those 3 tornado warnings. We got that confirmed radar tornado. That's more in southern Illinois, and those 2 that are in the Kentucky and most south Illinois areas. If you live in those areas, make sure you're getting into your safe spots because those tornadoes are heading your way. These are radar indicated tornadoes in those red boxes. So we are still keeping an eye on those as we get throughout this evening.
Right. So again, a busy, busy morning. We had a confirmed tornado with this cell. It looks to have weakened just a bit. We have radar indicated tornadoes all around the Paducah area. So Pope County, Massac County, McCracken County, also Ballard County. We have severe thunderstorm warnings out for Carlisle County, over to the west towards Mississippi County. And looks like the southern end of this is struggling just a bit. So hopefully that is a good sign as well. I still am updating here. I'm 10 minutes past when I'm due to get some data from level 3. I'm checking things, switching it over to the Evansville radar, which is much, it's updated. And I'm not really seeing much of anything that looks like a tornado. I am seeing some strong gusty winds along this line, but I'm not seeing the kinks that I was seeing on the Paducah radar. So I'm waiting for the Paducah radar to update. But tornado would be located, we'll kind of just give you an idea of where it would be right now based on where it was and where it could be. So this was where the tornado was, and more than likely that rotation is now near North Mill Street, east of Dikersburg, and then Mitchellsville. In this area right here would be where that possible tornado is. Harrisburg, you're located right here. The rotation would be just to your south, and it looks like it would stay just to your south, but it's still close enough to where you need to be taking precautions, getting in your safe spot. in the Harrisburg area as well. Now, as we pan on down to the south, we're going to go to the other tornado warning storm. This was the one that was south of Vienna, and that rotation would now be in this general area right now to the north of Big Bay Road, right along Interstate 24 near, I think that's Gantown. It's going to be to the south and west of Glendale, about to move into Pope County right now, just to the north of Mermitt. That is where that circulation would be. And again, it was located right here as the warning was issued. It's crossing Interstate 24 right now based on the current speed. Pan down a little farther south to the storm that was near La Center. That rotation is going to be just to the south of Joppa now. It's going to be getting ready to cross the Ohio River. It's going to be going through the northern parts of Paducah and through Metropolis. So if you're in Paducah, Metropolis, and Joppa, you definitely need to be in your safe spot right now. We need to put as many walls between you and the outside as possible. Get in the basement if you have one. You have an update, it looks like.
We have updates on just like power outages. Creel Springs area has a lot of power outages. We're getting a lot of power out in Carrier Mills. Looks like a lot of rural areas in southern Illinois are out of power at the moment. And we also got confirmation from the National Weather Service that there's very strong rotation in northwest McCracken County and is nearing the crossing the river over in
Okay,
Joppa.
so right where I said, just south of
Yes.
Joppa. Okay, so they're seeing that on their radar. That is, thank you very much, because that's right where I was thinking that rotation would be. And, oh yeah, I see it. I see it on level 3. This is like 6 minutes old. So, yeah, that is some strong, that is a tight rotation. Let's hope that's not on the ground, but it very well could be. We've got a strong rotational signal, northwestern McCracken County, about to cross the Ohio River, about to cross over Interstate 24 on the north side of the Ohio River. I'm going to zoom in even more so we can pop up some roads, get you an idea of what's headed your way. Joppa Road, you need to be in your safe spot. North Avenue, you need to be in your safe spot. Country Club Road, in your safe spot. If you're anywhere along Highway 45 out of Metropolis, in your safe spot. Interstate 24 and near the exit where 45 goes across, you need to be in your safe spot. A tight, strong rotation is moving into Metropolis right now as we speak, and it could be a tornado on the ground. We just got a new tornado warning as well, and I can't go to it because we don't have any radar data, so it won't take me to it. Madeline, can you shout out what we've got here? A new tornado warning was just issued.
Yes, it's for Ballard County in Kentucky, Carlisle County, Graves County, Massac, Illinois County, and McCracken County in Kentucky.
Okay, so it's now, this is a tornado warning south of the tornado warning that we have in northwestern Massac County. So we have a tornado where, you know what, I can pull it up right here while I'm on.
It is located near Lovelaceville, or 7 miles southeast of La Center. It's moving about 45 miles per hour east, and it is radar indicated rotation.
Radar indicated. I could see right where it is. Lone Oak, West Paducah, Barkley Regional Airport. So this one's headed towards the National Weather Service. So we've got rotation located right here. Again, this is from the storm that was over Cairo a little while ago. And again, these storms continue to move off to the east at about 50 miles per hour. So right now, we've got a possible tornado moving towards the southern parts of Paducah as well. This is going to cross Interstate 24 between mile marker 2 and 17. So mile marker 2 and 17 is where we've got that possible tornado. And then the other tornado, which was on radar, looks a little more intimidating, is crossed the Ohio River now. And again, it's moving through Metropolis as we speak. So hopefully it's aloft. We'll be getting some reports if it is not, because it is a strong rotation. It's moving right through the Metropolis area right now, about to cross Interstate 24. The other confirmed tornado we had earlier that's up near Creel Springs, that rotation is much weaker than it was, and that's definitely some good news. We still have that purple icon, or the purple polygon. And again, that rotation now is right over Carrier Mills, which I think is in this general area right here, and it is very, very broad. So I'm going to go ahead and assume that the tornado there has weakened significantly, but we're still going to be seeing the possibility of some damaging winds and some power outages as this moves towards the Harrisburg area. So Harrisburg, Mitchellsville, Dalewood, you need to plug in those devices, get a charge. You've got a little bit of time. We just had a severe thunderstorm warning issued for the rest of southeast Illinois, and I'm sure it goes back down into parts of western Kentucky as well. They did not tag it with a possible tornado, which lets me think that they're going to let this tornado warning drop based on what I'm seeing on radar. But I am still seeing a tornado, a possible tornado east of Belknap, about to hit, it's right over Interstate 24, so it's right here. This is south of Glendale. This is in extreme northern Massac County. It's going to be crossing into Pope County, north of Rosebud. And then the other tornado is now in Metropolis, or possible tornado is in Metropolis. The good news, the rotation is slightly weaker on this newest update. Now the bad news, this latest tornado warning, this is a very strong rotation. So I want to zoom in and show you right where it is, because I'm worried this is on the ground right now, probably doing some damage. This is east of Blandville, and just to the southwest of the radar itself. So it's in this general area right here near Highway 473, and what is that? I got to pan over 473 and 86, I think. No, 286, I'm sorry. So it's in this general area right here is where we're seeing a pretty tight circulation. And you see here's Blandville, and it's located, let me draw it for you, where that circulation is right now on radar.
We're seeing just updated, by the way.
We're seeing a strong rotation right here, yes?
Radar just updated.
The radar's updating, thankfully.
Okay, well, it hasn't updated for me yet, so hopefully we can get an update here. But that's where that strong circulation is right now. It's very, very tight. It's going to go just south of the radar in the Paducah Weather Service office. The little community of Massac that's just south of and southwest of Paducah. That's where this little rotation is moving, right along 286. We had a community here that was hit. A couple of years ago, there was a church that was hit, unfortunately. This is very close to that same area where we saw that happen a few years ago. So did you get an update on GR?
We got an update 3 minutes ago.
3 minutes ago. Okay, I'm waiting for it to update over here. So I'm going to leave these up here real quick. I want to go see the GR update real quick because there's a lot of things I can see on GR that I can't see on my phone. So again, we're tracking 3 tornadic storms right now, and I want to just get an idea to see if we have anything that is possibly on the ground. So the tornado warning that was near Creel Springs is now near Mitchellsville, and it just looks like some very strong. Matter of fact, they have canceled that tornado warning. The other tornado warning that I was talking about moving into Pope County, that is looking like strong, damaging winds right now. Not as tight of a rotation, thankfully. The storm near Metropolis, the tornado that was going through Metropolis, or a possible tornado, is still there, but it looks a little weaker. But the tornado, we may have a TDS. I place marker here. Let me back that up because the velocity just updated. Yeah, there's a tornado on the ground with that storm east of Blandville that I was just talking about. So right now, that's our greatest concern, is it looks like there's a possible tornado on the ground. It looked like there was a debris signature, and this is the one that is going just south of the Paducah radar. So I'm not sure if we're going to see this polygon turn purple or not, but this is what I'm the most concerned with right now. So let's zoom on in, and we'll see what happens here. I doubt we'll get an update. So I am getting an update. You can see how, so this is it right here. This is where that possible tornado is, right here is where I'm seeing it. And I want to see if we get an update. So there it is. You can see that tight circulation. So we are getting an update on the circulation, but this was just a few minutes ago. So this is going to be closer to crossing this road right here that is 726. And again, there was a little bit of a debris signature with this just a minute ago. So here we've got a possible tornado. And again, this is moving into southwestern McCracken County right now. This is where the airport is, the National Weather Service radar. And the tornado is just to the south. It should stay to the south. It should stay south of 62. But this possible tornado is going to go towards Bellick Road and Interstate 24 on the south side of Paducah. So again, we've got a possible tornado. It looked like there was a slight indication of debris mixed in with this circulation, which makes me think we may have had a brief touchdown at least. And again, that's south of Highway 286, and this is to the north of Cunningham. The actual rotation is in extreme southeastern Ballard County, and it's moving in towards McCracken County. Now we can see what the reflectivity looks like, and I want to back things up just a bit. Let's back out just a bit. Any more updates on the other warnings? Have they canceled any of them? I guess they...
The tornado warning for Ballard County and Pulaski County has been canceled, and they have continued the tornado watch, and it's also been extended into the areas in parts of Kentucky as well.
Okay, all right. So here's the severe thunderstorm warnings that we have for all of southeastern Illinois and most of western Kentucky. You can see Crittenden County, Lyon County, Callaway County, Caldwell County. We've got all these places that are getting, well, no. See, I've been staring at the TV too long, so I just said the wrong county. But I want to let everybody know. So the Princeton area, you're under that severe thunderstorm warning. Marion, Kentucky, Salem, Kentucky. We've got parts of northern Lyon County and northern Marshall County under this warning as well. And the main threat with that is 60 to 70 mile per hour winds. This is my main concern right here, is this storm that is just south of the airport in Paducah, the Paducah Airport, just south of 62. A new tornado warning has just been issued for parts of Hardin County and Saline County and Gallatin County?
And Union County over in Kentucky and Pope County, Illinois.
Okay. Just extreme.
It's near Equality, just southwest of Shawneetown.
So we've got so here's Shawneetown. We've got another possible tornado. And I'm thinking that this data is a little bit old. Where did you say they said it was near?
It was near Shawneetown, near Equality.
Yeah, this again, we're about 5 minutes old now. So
it is old again.
Let me see if I can get it on.
They are saying it's radar indicated.
Right. Okay. So we've got a radar indicated tornado on the leading edge of this line. This is east of Mitchellsville, east of Delwood, Carber's Ridge, Shawneetown. That's where this storm is headed as we speak. As we continue to track this intense line of storms, it just doesn't want to give up. It just continues to fluctuate. Now, I don't know if we have St. Louis back. We have everybody back because it looks like we've got Evansville, we've got Paducah. I want to see if we've got Memphis, because if we do, I'm going to do something real quick. I'm going to switch back to my old way of tracking.
It looks like
Memphis, it looks like we have everybody. So I'm going to
Looks like
step
we're
away
back, yeah.
real quick. Again, we've got some tornado warnings out. That's what we're on here for. We've got tornado warning out for the Shawneetown area. We've got tornado warning out for the Paducah area. We have possible tornadoes south of the airport right now, at least in my eyes on the radar. Look briefly. And yeah, we've got that. Look at that debris signature on GR. There's a tornado on the ground, I think. And this tornado is, it is actually in extreme northern Graves County. Extreme northern Graves County. I'm going to hopefully be able to show you this here in just a second. We're going to change the way I was doing things here so I can get back to my old way of doing it as long as we have our radar back, which it appears as though we have right now. So let's see if this will work a little better. And Yeah, this is what I want right here. All right. So I want to kind of look at this real quick because it looks like in extreme northern Graves County that we have a possible tornado on the ground. And let's kind of zoom in. And then I want to scope.
Yeah, northwestern Graves County.
So that was the tight circulation right there. And, well, the CC drop isn't on here, but it was on GR. So it may have just gone away or it hadn't updated yet. But it was right on the line here, right on the county line of Massac and Graves County, a very tight circulation and a drop in what we call correlation coefficient, which is a hint that we have a possible tornado on the ground. That's usually what we call a debris signature. So we have a tornado warning out for northern Graves County, Pulaski County, and we also have for parts of Ballard County and Carlisle County, but that rotation has moved off to the east now. We've got another tornado warning out for Pope County and Massac County. We've got another tornado warning out now that we're watching that just came out for Hardin County, extreme northeastern Pope County, but this is where that circulation is, I think, right here, moving towards Shawneetown. We'll see if we can get the winds inside here. And you can see we've got two little kinks right here. Is what we're watching. And doesn't look overly impressive right this minute. It looked a little more impressive a little while ago. But as we kind of scope this, there it is right there. You can see there's the possible tornado. It's crossing Highway 34 right now in northwestern Hardin County, and it is going to be headed in towards the Shawneetown area as we speak. So there's that kink, and that tornado is headed towards Shawneetown as we speak. It's moving off at about 45 to 50 miles per hour. So once it gets east of Shawneetown, that storm is out of our area, and we just need to concern ourselves with the storms that are moving into Kentucky now. Again, a very busy morning here in the Heartland, and hopefully we've just picked up our radar data and it is going to be with us to stay. Hopefully they've got the communications fixed. Again, this is a line of storms, and the Boot Hill, northwestern Tennessee, we kind of mentioned to you earlier that this probably wouldn't be a big event for y'all right now. We are watching for later this morning because this area of the atmosphere has not been worked over, and the cold front's going to be moving in during the late morning, early afternoon hours, and we could see more severe weather fire in that area later this afternoon. Again, a good bit of the Heartland is under a threat level 2 out of 5 for severe weather, and the eastern parts of our western Kentucky counties are under a threat level 3 out of 5, including tornadoes. So we could have a little extended period of severe weather as we head over the next few hours. So we are kind of coming down and checking on this storm that was very interesting on what we call, it's our analytic radar that we use to see other things. And I was seeing a little bit of of what appeared to be a little bit of a debris signature. You can see the winds right here. We're seeing the possibility of some rotation still on the Graves County and McCracken County line. It's south of Paducah. It is moving off to the east-northeast. It'll be going through Marshall County and then headed into Lyon County, right near the dams on the rivers there, the Cumberland and the Tennessee River for the land between the lakes. That's where this rotation is headed. So again, we need to be in our safe spots in parts of McCracken County, also extreme northern Graves County, and also parts of northern Marshall County and southwestern Livingston County, as we still have that possibility of a tornado, at least right now radar indicated, but it's not looking as impressive as it did just a little while ago, about 10 minutes ago when the radars first updated. As we head on up, we've got this other tornado warning. Again, this is looking much weaker. I think they're going to let that one just kind of expire as it moves into Livingston County because we don't have anything being continued over there. And when I look, well, I said that. Let's see, they just issued another tornado warning. That's farther north. So let's see what we got here. So